Chaos Dwarfs got a trailer, and here it is.
Forsaken, abandoned to the dark, what choice but to follow the flame? The fire to tear down the old ways, burning away all fear, doubt, and weakness. Nothing remains but power and ambition. This roaring fire will always demand more. More fuel. More sacrifice. The fiercest heat to forge the hardest steel. Destiny, rising from within the crucible. To seize the world with this fire is to see it burn first.
So there we have it, along with the release date there of April 13th. So about a month to wait. And alongside this lovely trailer comes a blog post which I will detail the main points of now. There will be 3 legendary lords and 1 legendary hero, which is a new thing they're going to keep doing going forward, is giving us a legendary hero, as that is apparently something the people wanted. So nice that they've done that. As for the 3 legendary lords and who they are and who is that hero, well, the first boy that'll stand out to you is old Mech Legs here. The first blog focuses on him, ASTROGOTH IRONHAND. He can't move around due to prolonged petrification, whatever that means. Lore nerds, fill us in if you wish. He is, likely because of the metal legs, an armored caster though, so he's all about the magic with a mixture of fire and the new Hashut lore, but he can still put up a fight in melee as well, and he's got some speed to him. He's fast for a dwarf with those metal legs. So our first legendary lord looking pretty good. And then we have, I think, this boy, Drazhoath the Ashen, sorcerer prophet of Hashut. We don't really know too much about him yet. We will do, though, in a future blog post. And lastly, this fella is ZHATAN the Black, commander of the Tower of Zar, recognizable by his nice spirally beard. Again, though, don't know too much about him until the blog post. And as for the legendary hero, well, there he goes right there, I think, recognizable by his red samurai-style armor and his horny wolf. GORDUZ BACKSTABBER is the name. He's supposed to be pretty sneaky. He does have a wolf, so he's going to be pretty quick. All about the melee, and he does give some buffs to hobgoblin units, because, you know, there are going to be hobgoblins. He can either make them sneaky and give them vanguard deployment, he can give them extra ammo, or he can summon a unit of them. So he is your goblin hero bro. And what about the rest of the army then? Well, looking at this image here, we can see a bunch of infantry, melee, and we saw some ranged earlier, so we know they've got that all heavily armored. And then we see these big boys, bull centaurs. They're half bull, half chaos dwarf. They look kind of like Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, so going to be devastating in melee, I'm sure. There's 2 kinds, this one as well. And you may notice in the back here, some war machines, looking like a weird combination of tanks and trains, one with a mortar there, so various different war machines for the Chaos Dwarves. Those look really damn cool, these train ones. Who knows what they'll be able to do. There's also some flying beasts with Bale Tauruses and a Great Bale Taurus as well. There's also this Lamassu thing, which is a bit of a magical flying beast, can launch fireballs, can use a bit of magic. There's also these fiery lava snake men, whatever they are. They look pretty cool all the same. Some monstrous infantry type unit there perhaps. And of course we can't ignore this massive hulking beast at the end. Looks like it'd be the size of like an elemental bear, but it kind of looks like it's way bigger than that, so it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks terrifying all the same. So a pretty big roster with lots of different units. You've got infantry, you've got monsters, you've got flying, you've got artillery and war machines. Also looks like there's some bull centaur cavalry type unit there. We've got the goblin cavalry. There's also this image that shows some hobgoblins and some orc infantry, so orc slaves to be used there. So a pretty wide roster overall. The blog also talks a little bit about some campaign mechanics, namely labor economy. So you will need to acquire slaves, much like the Dark Elves, and then put those slaves to work mining up materials. And then you use those materials in building construction and weapons and whatever else, and you grow in power alongside your economy. That's the basic gist of it anyway. I'm sure we'll learn more in the coming days. And then there's the Tower of Tsar, a political mechanic where your lords will vie for seats against the other Chaos Dwarf factions. So a bit of a political system in there, which will of course grant you some bonuses if you can be the big man. So that is about the gist of it. Lots of stuff to look forward to. The Chaos Dwarfs are looking very, very cool. We shall find out more soon. And hopefully I'll be able to get my grubby little mitts on it and show you all the cool stuff very soon. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all the patrons who support this channel. I will see you in the future.